I mean, obviously, you know the speaker is going to be good for stoner rock. How can you do a review of the speaker and not make that joke? I mean, if you could do that, then you're a better man than I am. Or maybe you are just too stoned to think of it. I'm done. I'm done. Hey everyone, I'm Jack Fossett, and welcome to this demo and review of the Celestion G12M50 Hempback speaker. This is a 12-inch, 8-ohm, 50-watt speaker with a hemp cone, and it's a ceramic magnet. Now, the idea of this speaker is, in a nutshell, to tame bright amplifiers, right? It's to give you a speaker that's going to deliver all the kind of good tone of a really bright amplifier, but do it in a way that makes that top end not sounding like you want to stab yourself in the temple with a pencil. With this type of speaker, one of my concerns is always, okay, how does it tame the top end? Does it make it just kind of sound dull and muffled? Sometimes even those types of speakers that do that can be good in certain applications, but other times it's like, you know, you want to maintain the character of that bright amp. You just want to tone down some of those what can be harsh and spiky frequencies. And this one's doing it really, really well. Now, in this video, you're listening to it with a Fender Princeton reverb. Now, I actually have the Princeton reverb going out to this speaker, which is loaded in a different cabinet. So I'm actually plugging into the speaker out from the cabinet going into the Princeton. Now, the Princeton is a very, very bright amp. It's not like impossibly bright, like it's terrible to listen to, but it's definitely a bright and glassy amp. And I can honestly say that this is one of the best I've ever heard the Princeton sound. This speaker really does it justice. Now, obviously with a smaller amp, one of the things that's nice about it too is it kind of fills up the bottom end too, right? It's got kind of this nice warm but tight bottom end and a really thick and punchy mid-range. And again, that top end articulation is there, but it's not, it just doesn't have all that kind of extra sharpness to it like you would get with some other speakers. Now, we do want to mention that this is a sponsored demo by Celestion. I've doing several speaker demos with Celestion. Many of you heard my review of the Marshall JTM45 that had the Celestion Golds in it. We're also doing this speaker review, and this one was kind of off my radar, but one that they wanted to try out, and I really like it. I think it really works, again, particularly with this type of amplifier. I could see this being the perfect speaker for a Fender Deluxe reverb. The Princeton obviously kind of has its own sound with a 10-inch speaker and everything, and they work with 12 inches certainly. This is a great sound for this amp in particular, but the Deluxe reverb especially, which so many times when I'm playing a Deluxe reverb, I feel like I'm just constantly fighting the brightness. I think this speaker could absolutely do it. So if you have a Deluxe reverb or something similar, something that's just got a lot of that really, really sharp top end, still a sweet tone, but just kind of too much that you always feel like you're trying to tamp down, this speaker could be the absolute best fit for it. So You've just heard it kind of in a jam. I'm using a Fender Stratocaster and a Gibson Les Paul, and now we're going to play it both clean and overdriven with both of those guitars, so you can hear clean tones with single coils and humbuckers, overdriven tones with single coils and humbuckers. And for the overdrive, I'm using a Keeley Super Fat Mod. So let us know what you think. What do you think of this speaker's tone? What sort of amp do you think it would suit? Do you like the idea of it in a deluxe reverb or others? Please let us know in the comments. I'm Jack Fossett. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video.